One of my favorite questions here, is your cat influential? There's some good, you know, in the online they had a great picture of you in this cute little orange tabby.
That's Bo.
Is that
That's
Bo?
my cat, Bo. Bo likes to put himself in photos. Whenever a photographer is around, Bo shows up. I'm just waiting for the day he shows up with a bow tie on, actually, because he always puts himself in the picture. I mean, you know, if I tried to get him to pose, it would never work. We all know with a cat, they do what they want. But Bo loves to be in pictures. And you know, it's amazing. He looks so natural. In fact, I actually often want to just put him in the picture and not me at all. But he's a calming influence. And if I've been working too long, he comes in and sharpens his claws on my leg, which is usually the sign like, take a break. You got to pet me, you know. So, and one knows that we all take care of our cats, so I must write as much music as I can to take care of the cat. So he's a big influence.
All right, good. So when did you first compose music, and would you share how old you were when that did? What prompted you when you?
You know,
when you
I was a really late starter in music. A really late starter. I mean, I teach at Curtis. Everyone at Curtis started around 3 or 4 years old. I picked up a flute at 15 and taught myself to play, and I didn't really have any training until I went off to college. In fact, when I went off, I didn't even know the Beethoven symphonies. I mean, like, talk about a level of cluelessness that was alarming. I'm glad I didn't know what I didn't know. Did that make sense? But I didn't start writing until I was like 20 or 21 years old. And I'm 45 now, so it was kind of a slow start. I'm sure my flute teacher must have looked at me and said, she's got to be out of her mind. She thinks she's going to major in music and have a career in music. I mean, I started at 15 playing an instrument. I didn't get instruction until 18, and then I didn't start composing until like 21. But it means you can do it, if I can do it. Because I didn't show any musical talent growing up. I'm not kidding. My dad still to this day goes to orchestra concerts, and he always says, where does that come from? He said it in January. You were at the concerts. He was saying the same. I was like, where does this come from? And I'm like, I don't know where it comes from. It's this puzzling to me. But you know what I tell the college students I talk to? They're all further along than I was at their age. So if I can do it, that means they can do it too. And it means you could do it as well. It's totally possible.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. Another question about song. I heard a beautiful Bentley Roses recently, so I know you do write song. It had flute accompaniment. It was very, very charming. We'll talk about that at some point. But have you written song, and do you have favorite poets?
Oh, that's a good question. I have written lots of songs because I studied with Ned Rorem, the master of songs. I write songs for fun. That's one of the few pieces. Usually I write on commission. I'm always asked by an organization to write something. But the songs I just do on the side because I just enjoy it. And do I have a favorite poet? Ooh. Is it possible to have a favorite? I don't even have a favorite composer. I think they're all interesting in some way. I just had a premiere with Philly of a poet, Gene Minahan, and I did a 37-minute violin concerto that has full chorus. So I got to know Gene's poetry really well, but I love all kinds of poetry. It kind of depends on my mood in a day.
And you write poetry a little bit, right?
Yeah, I only write it for the music. I wouldn't qualify anything I write for music as a poem. Like, don't tell a poet I'm doing this because they'd look at it and go, you've got to be kidding. And I don't blame them because I look at them and I'm like, ugh. But sometimes I get the ideas for words and music at the same time. And so I go ahead and write it. But I don't make any claims about the quality of the words.
When you composed, one of the questions was if you're, it's called I can't think of it. Synesthesia. Synesthesia is. Do you see colors in music?
I imagine colors, but I don't see them. Synesthesia is a real phenomenon. There are people who hear chords and tones and they see colors. I'm not one of those people. I just have a really active imagination. It's really active. Probably too active, I think. My teachers probably thought I was a terror in school because I daydreamed a lot. And I'm sure they were always like, what is she doing looking out the window? Imagining all kinds of music.
And